Hi, this is James Robertson, the product evangelist for the Syncom Smalltalk product line. I wanted to go through debugging in Web Velocity this morning. I was listening to the podcast Randall Schwartz did with Web Dev Radio, and he got kind of a jaw-dropping reaction when he went through the debugging experience in Seaside. And I thought I'd give you a little bit more on that. If you take a look at what we're doing in Web Velocity, you'll see that we've kind of taken the debugger to the next level in terms of web debugging. So let's come in here and I'll create a new application. And this is going to be very simple. I'm going to create a hello world that is not even hooked up to a database, because the concept here is I want to show you the debugger. So let's not go through anything terribly complicated. And I will create a new web component. Again, nothing terribly exciting. Hello world. And I'll register it as an application. Not going to use the templates because I'm not going to need an edit form or any of that. Hit OK. And it goes ahead and it creates me hello world with an entry point. Matter of fact, I can actually run this now. Come up here. Doesn't do anything, but that's because I didn't give it any rendering area. So let's come down here to the code. And I'll go to the source code tab here. And you'll notice that in rendering, I can come right in. There is already a render content on, and as you can see, it's not doing anything. So let's go ahead and select this. And I'll put in HTML text. And I'll put in single quote, hello world, and we'll hit Control S to accept that. And now I'll come back to this tab and I'll refresh this, and you'll see now it does this. Now let's go ahead and break this, because my purpose here was to demonstrate some debugging. So I'm going to put in hello world, and I'm going to put in an illegal operation, 10 divide by 0. And the reason I'm picking divide by 0 is that was kind of the example Randall was giving on Web Dev Radio, so the heck, I'll give the same silly example. We'll come here to entry points again, and we'll relaunch this. Now here, we get the Seaside stack, and you can see we have the options debug, proceed, full stack. Let's see what happens when I hit debug. This is a little different. Instead of opening up a Smalltalk debugger in a separate window somewhere on my system, I'm right here in the browser. My focus hasn't changed. So let's go down to render content on, the first method that's in my own code here, but this is the standard Smalltalk stack. I have my arguments over here. I can look at them. But I know where the problem is, so let's just say, well, I want this to show 10 divided by, say, 2. And I'll fix that, and I'll hit proceed, and there it shows 5. So you can see debugging in Web Velocity gives you all the power that it does in standard Seaside, but even more so, completely keeps your focus where you want it. So that's pretty much it for today. Hope you enjoyed that.